Alright, so here it is, 9 o'clock Tuesday night. We raked this morning and we've given it another day to dry, and the sun's been down probably an hour and a half or so, and it's cooled off from mid-90s to about 70 probably. So we've got some dew setting in here and we're gonna start baling here. So we'll make a bale or two and check our moisture. This is our hay moisture tester. This is like a 14-inch probe metal tip. This will go in and this will test from here to here, and it will test the moisture value of the hay. We want to be about anywhere from 17 to 18% overall on average. Usually when I start baling at night, it'll read 14, and I bale till I get to about 20 because that's going to be dew moisture, which will be outside, not inside the stem. So as long as we can start with a low number, we can work up a little bit higher than our 18%, and our hay value will still come out really well. Stick that probe in and then test our moisture here. We got a number of 16.6. We've tested about 3 or 4 bales and our numbers have averaged around 16 to 18, so we're good to bale for tonight. Good evening. It's about 8:30 on August 10th. I raked this field yesterday morning, and we baled last night till about 2 o'clock. We're baling with our New Holland 648 silage special round baler. This is a 10-year-old baler. It's had about 12,000 bales through it, and it is a net wrap baler, and I'll show you what that means here in a minute. It also is a bale monitor baler, which means I have a computer in the cab to control and also to keep track of a lot of functions of the baler, and I'll show you that when we get inside. This is one of our net wrap bales, and it uses this mesh plastic netting in place of the typical baling twine. We really like this. It sheds water for any bale stored outside very well, and also when you're feeding in the wintertime, in the snow country here, the twine tends to freeze to the bale, where this is a sheet, so it comes off a little better typically. It's a little more expensive to do than twine, but we found with the time saved baling in the field, because to wrap one of these bales takes about 20 seconds compared to if you do twine, you've got about a minute, minute and a half. And so with the time saved in the field and then the hay saved, storing it over the winter, it more than pays for itself. The first thing we do when we get into the field after checking condition of the hay is to lower this pickup, and you do that with this crank handle here. Turn it till your pickup wheels, which are the small wheels in front there, hit the ground, and then I go about 3 or 4 turns past that so that it has some float for any varying field conditions. The pickup is this yellow toothed part of the baler that will ride along the ground there. It will feed the hay from the windrow into the bale chamber, which is pretty much directly above it. Alright, before we start baling, I wanted to show you this. This is my bale monitor. This number here is the size of the bale in the chamber. It won't read below 30, but this is how I can control how big I want my bales. I typically make a 5-foot bale by 4 foot wide, so this will be going up to 60 inches. These bars on the side here flash, and they're going to be the hay feeding into the bale chamber. This will show me if I need to swerve to the right or to the left and keep my bale square. This bale monitor will also count things like the number of bales. So far in this field I have 87, and so far through this baler I've got 11,500 almost. I can also control things like my net wrap. This baler will slice bales. I can switch from twine to net in here. I can manually wrap or auto wrap a bale, and then this here will change my bale size and number of wraps. When you're baling, you want to match your ground speed and your PTO speed so that the hay feeds in. You're not pushing hay ahead if your PTO speed is too slow, or you're not having your hay pulled in faster than you're traveling. So right now I've got my RPM set at 490 and I'm baling at 4.5 miles an hour. That seems to work out really well. My hay is just rolling into the bale chamber. Once the net wrap cycle is done, I can dump a bale, close the tailgate, and as soon as that's closed, we're good to go again. I wanted to show you the net wrap here. This is stored on the front of the baler on the New Hollands here. This is a roll. They're 4 feet wide by about 9,000 feet long. And this is the spool where it spools it off. This is the brake to keep it from turning when you're not applying it to the bale. Well, we finished up about midnight last night. We ended up with 190 bales, which should equal around 100 ton. Got the sprinklers on this morning, and we're moving the hay off the field as we speak here. Thank you for watching our little video. Hope you found it informative and entertaining. And if you ever need any hay, please look us up here at Front Porch Farm. Thanks for watching.